Hello everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going over to Bitcoin, bigger the CoinsKid cruise. So at the moment, this particular chart, Fet AI, I did make a video for you recently. I think around about early March, late February, I made a video on this particular token, how I was taking profit on the 1.272 and I was buying back on the 1 fib. And I remember at the time, this is part of my analysis and confluence to my theory that I did think we would see a macro correction here across the board for crypto. VChain, Chainlink, 5 waves up, so on and so forth, and Bitcoin especially, the 5 waves up into that level of resistance right there. So like I said to you, I expect some kind of big macro correction, a potential wave 2 in some of these altcoins, and a wave 4 in Bitcoin, and so far so good. Okay, so what I'm trying to outline here is the fact that this particular chart as well has, a final 5th wave missing. I think what we've got here for this particular chart that we've been looking at, and again, this is confluence my theory that we will see another move up in the crypto market, some kind of last leg, is this particular chart. So, Fet bottom here in November of 2022, just like Bitcoin, came up in a beautiful move, impulsive move, then it rolled over here. Okay, so it retraced all the way to 786. I remember how bearish everyone was getting on this coin. Okay, but again, we had the beautiful 5 waves up on the daily, we found that, and then we're having this horrible correction, double bottom down here, and then we took back off into space. But this is where I did relay last year in the Discord and a video and equally on Twitter that I was buying Fet there because I expected it to come up in a third wave, take out this all-time high, and then get to the 1.272 at least before a major correction. And that's exactly what's happened so far. So I think with this, we have to respect, just like a lot of the altcoins that I'm looking at, VChain, Chainlink, for those people paying attention, we've had the 1 into the 2, and this is a 3. Okay, so this is more in sync with Bitcoin than the altcoins, because this is what happens in these cycles. Bitcoin has coins that run with it, and Bitcoin has coins that run after it, which is basically where your alt season comes. So what I think we've got here is a really simple 1 into a 2 into a 3. The third wave broke the high, and right now we're going for a wave 4 correction in this particular project before the final 5th wave. So this is why I do think we're still within the realms here of another impulsive move up, and I'm finding clues in many charts right now. Chainlink, VChain, XRP, projects like that. Bitcoin will find its support, find its bottom, and at which point it will turn around completely unexpected, and then we're looking at a final 5th wave. So if we do see 5 waves up here, the 1 into the 2, into the 3, into the 4, into the 5, I think we've got a massive bear market in this particular project as well. Just like we did here. You got your 1 into a 2, into a 3, into a 4, into a 5. Boom, huge pullback bear market before, another impulsive move to the upside. So that's really, really simple. Unless it's some kind of expanded flat correction, which I don't necessarily think it is, before the bear market here, which obviously can happen, then I think that, my primary count is, just like it is on Bitcoin, we've got a 1 into a 2, into a huge 3, into a 4, into a 5, a final 5th wave, the last leg within this particular project, okay? That could potentially get to 1414 at $4. 32 and a 1.6188 $8.15. So I have actually added more to my position on Fet. Took a bit of profit at that point there, all the way from buying here last year, and then I'm looking to ride this back up. The invalidation of such, really, really simple from Elliott wave rules, is if we breach this wave 1 high in this wave 4 correction, for example ABC like this, and it takes out this wave 1 high, then this theory of a last leg to the upside is completely out the window, because you're breaking the rules of Elliott wave, where 1 comes up, 2 comes down, 3 comes up, 4 cannot overlap the high of wave 1, otherwise you're invalidating that particular theory right there. So we'll keep an eye on that. The invalidation at the moment is 0.612, which is this wave 1 high, potential 1 into a 2, into a 3, into a 4, into a final 5th wave, and in confidence in my theory that we will see another move up on Bitcoin and a lot of these altcoins. Okay, so let's dive into the Bitcoin chart right now and see what we can see. Okay, so taking a look at Bitcoin on the daily time frame at the moment, we are seeing a nice little reaction on some of these altcoins, and I've been posting a few setups right there on some of these altcoins. For example, one was Celo, CELO. There was a head and shoulders target on that. It come down to that target like an absolute dream. It was a huge discounted buyback for myself. Okay, so I'm relatively bullish on Celo, CELO, because there is a God candle back test above around about $2. So it's quite far away from that. I think it's trading around about 0.60 at the moment, so there's some price appreciation in that particular coin. We've done really well on Celo in recent times, but aside from that, that is an altcoin. This is Bitcoin, but I do cover Bitcoin for the health of the market. So what's on the side of the bulls at the moment, and the case for the big impulsive move up, is really, really simple. On this pivot point just there in May, on May the 1st, we've come down here, we've made a higher low, but we've made a lower low in the RSI. So we are actually creating a bullish divergence at the moment for Bitcoin, okay? So obviously if we hold this low and start to come up like this, then the next level of resistance I'm keeping an eye on will be this neckline, which is where we currently keep getting rejected for Bitcoin. So there's absolutely possibility here that we've come up impulsively and we're just going sideways, and we're getting compression from left to right. We've got this huge compression pattern where we're making a series of lower highs and potentially high lows, and we're just going to get compressed before continuation. So that's the bullish scenario. In the, in the short term, if we do start to break down and negate the the daily bullish divergence, so this is some kind of bull trap, and we start to turn the 20 into resistance right there, the yellow line, the 20-week EMA, then I think increase the probability of a sharper correction here. But I'm going to give Bitcoin the benefit of the doubt here. I think my primary count that from this point here, and this is where I did flip bearish on Bitcoin in early March, I think we've had an A wave, a B wave, and this has been some kind of complex correction that's come down. The overlapping waves here give the game away that it's overlapping and corrective, not necessarily impulsive, or the beginning of a monster bear market. So usually when we see a bear market begin, we get this thrust up and then a huge dump, a retracement, and then a continuation of the bear, basically. And we've not got that here. This is overlapping corrective price structure. This is why I don't necessarily think it's some kind of massive distribution that a lot of people are looking at right now. So I remain cautiously bullish with the clues of the final fifth wave here for Bitcoin, the final fifth wave for FET, the DXY looking pretty toppy as well, and the bullish divergence we're actually creating here for Bitcoin on a daily time frame. So going forward, if we do start to see Bitcoin rally here, I expect a level resistance at that point. Okay, so we'll ride that wave if it comes, but at the moment, just keep back, relax, let Bitcoin run its course. I do think what we've got is an A, a B, and a C, potentially bottom just there. We've got an impulsive corrective move. If we do start to come up and take out that red line anytime soon, then we've got a new all-time high here. Equally for Bitcoin, if we take a look on the RSI, we can actually drop a trend line as resistance in the daily RSI as well. So you can clearly see from this pivot point just there, and again, this was part of my confluence that I did think we'd begin a macro correction here. We did have a massive bearish divergence. So from this pivot point here in early March, we came up in an overlapping corrective waves here for Bitcoin. XRP did that as well, and like I said to you, I think it's a bull trap, and obviously it was. But right now we did print a beautiful bearish divergence where we're creating high lows, high highs in the price action, but lower highs in the RSI. So this is part of my analysis at this point. This was a bull trap, and we would come back in, and we have. For Bitcoin. So what I'm looking at, really simple. If we take out this red line in the RSI, I think we've got a clue to a new impulsive move and new highs here. But if we start to lose this ascending level support, then it could indicate, okay, well, I'm completely wrong and we've got the sharp correction, okay? But at the minute, I'm going to give it the benefit of its doubt. I think the correction may have completed just there, possibly impulsive, corrective, and we're looking for an explosive move here for Bitcoin going forward, okay? So I wish you utmost luck. I keep you updated as best I can. So far, so good. Keep an eye on the FET chart, okay? Take care, everyone. Back to a new update on Bitcoin. Bye-bye.